All right, we're going to do electrical and sewer. As you see on the left side of this compartment is the electrical cord. You just pull it out. This is the 30 amp to 15 amp adapter. Pull the whole cord out. Open up this white grommet in the floor. Feed the cord through. And just pull it all the way through. Pull it over to your plug. Then you can close the grommet around the cord just to help keep the little pests out. Same thing when you're coming back. Pull the cord all the way through. Coil it up nicely. Close the grommet. Put it back in. Don't forget the adapter. If you're doing the sewer, put on a couple of disposable gloves. Take your sewer hose. Now, they would normally have caps on it. This cap with the little knobblies on it goes on this end. This end attaches to the sewer hose. Undo that one. Same thing over here. It's going to have a cap on it. This one's just a screw on. Take the cap off. Put this stepped adapter on. It just locks onto the little notches. This is the end that goes in the sewer pipe. Take this end. Open up the hole in the bottom of the compartment. Just feed it through there for now. Now what you want to do, before you connect the hose to the sewer output, you want to put this end in the sewer so that if it happens to leak, that end's already in, you're not leaking all over the ground. So you take this end, loosen off the cap. Before you do that, make sure both valves are fully pushed in. Loosen off the cap. Just hold it there for a couple seconds to catch any drips. You can dump those in there. So make sure this guy is on good and tight. Make sure the other end is in the sewer before you open any valves. You can put a rock. Often the sewer pipes will have a metal cap or something that you can use to hold that end of the pipe in there. Make sure you do that because you don't want this flopping around letting waste go everywhere. Once you're sure everything is set, you want to start with the black water tank. That's the bigger valve. Pull it all the way out. You'll hear wastewater start to flow down the pipe. You want to make sure the pipe is fairly flat and level if you can. Sorry, not level. You want it sloping from this end to the other end so that all of the waste goes through. If you end up with dips or humps in it, as the water starts to slow, you just want to make sure that you come along and carefully lift it up all the way along so that the waste can flow out. Once the black tank is done draining, close the black tank valve all the way, open the gray tank valve all the way. That's going to help clean the black waste out of the pipe. Once again, as it starts to slow down, you can go along and make sure that the hose is all empty. When the flow stops, close that valve all the way. Make sure both valves are closed. Go back in here, loosen this off, carefully pull it out, keeping it higher than the other end. And again, you want to go along, lifting it all the way along to make sure that all of the waste is out. Most dumping stations, if you're at a dumping station, will have a hose you can use to clean the sewer pipe out. Do not use the freshwater hose. You don't want to mix fresh water and what goes down here. There is a utility hose in here if they just have a tap that you need to connect to. You want to make sure that you put the cap back on the outlet here, put the stopper back in the hole in the compartment, once the sewer pipe is cleaned out, put the caps back on here, take this angled adapter off, put the cap on there, just to keep anything from getting in there or things from getting out. Put the sewer pipe back in. Carefully remove your disposable gloves. Make sure they go in the garbage. There's hand sanitizer in here. There are Lysol wipes in here that you can use. The last thing you want to do after you've emptied the tanks, go inside and run water into the toilet for about 30 seconds. That puts some water back in the black tank to make sure that if there's any solid waste in there, it doesn't settle on the bottom of the tank and dry. That's no good. Once you've done the 30-second flush, also under the sink in the bathroom there are some toilet cleaning packs. Just drop one of those down into the toilet, into the black water tank as well.